Hi, Warren.
Hi, Joel.
I know that you have been around for a long time.
He's old as dirt.
I was going to say that. I thought that would be nice. Warren Parks, how old are you?
79.
79.
Should have been 80, but I was sick a year.
Obviously, he has a sense of humor. Warren, can you tell me about your family, who your parents were, what they did for a living?
My dad was Warren, and he was a shoemaker in factory. And my mother was Harriet. She was a housewife until later years, and she began to work.
Brothers and sisters?
One of each. I had an older brother and a younger sister.
Did they have names?
They do. My older brother was George, and my sister is Jean.
Are they still with us?
No, George passed away in '74.
Okay. And can you tell me where you lived, where you grew up?
I grew up in the south side, out near the Gill Rock Drill Company. In fact, cat a corner across the street.
Okay. Is that Cornwall Road?
It is.
Okay. And so when you went to school, where'd you go to school?
Franklin, Stevens, and Harding, and then Lebanon High School.
Okay. Did you go on to college at all?
Briefly.
Briefly. But I think you went into the military, am I wrong?
Nope, that's correct.
Tell me about your military career, how you progressed through that.
It was great. It was a fantastic time. I had good assignments, and I lucked out. I met some great people, had some good opportunities. I would recommend it to anybody.
Can you elaborate, like where did you serve and in what conflicts, if any? Tell us which branch of the service you were in, all that kind of stuff.
I was in the Army for 30 years, and mostly not a combat soldier. I did other things, which was what made it interesting.
Can you give us any idea where you served? Were you always in the States, or did you go overseas? Pretty much in the States? Okay. And how high of a rank did you get when you retired?
Retired as a sergeant major.
A sergeant major. Okay. And then since you're out of the service, did you ever have another job? What else did you do? Anything?
Just volunteer stuff.
Okay. And one of those things is at the Historical Society sometimes. What is your favorite thing about the Historical Society?
The fact that it's there, and it was being used for a long time. It's something that we should be proud of.
And you're a tour guide sometimes, right?
It was, yeah.
What display do you think gets the most attention?
There are some that they change periodically, and those always grab people.
In that front room to your right when you walk in. Okay, well now I think I also heard that you started the military museum at Fort Indiantown Gap. Is that correct?
No, I didn't start it.
Okay. What's your involvement there?
I volunteered for there too.
Okay. And what is the criteria to have articles donated there, artifacts?
Take them out and ask Charlie if he can use them.
Okay.
The man who runs it's Charlie Olig, and he knows more about the National Guard in general and Pennsylvania in particular than anybody I've ever met.
And how about our youth? Do you help out with the youth at all?
Not too much anymore. I do tours at the Gap. Some of them are retired people, some are young people, that kind of thing.
Did you work with cadets and things at all?
Yeah, I did. Years ago, I was in the Civil Air Patrol.
Okay. Your answers are very short and brief tonight. I was hoping to get big stories out of you. Tell me a good story, something from your life that I should be asking you and I'm not. Are you married or were you married?
Was.
To who and for how long?
22 years.
What in your life are you the most proud of accomplishing?
I think my kids. I have a daughter who's retired from the Army, a grandson who is an EMT and retired from the Army, and I have two stepsons, One is an attorney, and the other is a school principal.
Wow. Bunch of bright people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do any of them have names, your children?
Yeah, my daughter is Elizabeth, or Beth, and the stepsons are Mike and Christopher.
I need some help. What other questions would you like me to ask him?
Where was the high school at that you went to?
Pardon me?
Where was the high school at when you attended it?
Where the middle school is now on North 8th Street.
Any other questions? Well, Warren, we want to say thank you very much, but isn't there one story you can tell us? I like stories.
Not really.
Well, you were back at the Union Canal, too. What'd you do back there?
Oh, I was out there for the Civil War Reenactment.
Oh, well, tell us about the Civil War Reenactment.
It's an annual event. We hold it at the Union Canal, and we get people from all over the eastern United States. And it's Dennis Shirk runs that, and he does an excellent job.
He runs like the 93rd Regiment reenacted, right?
Yeah, and he's very good with his history. He can look at a picture of a trooper from the 93rd and identify them.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw a picture on the Over 40 Facebook page within the last 2 weeks, I think, where they actually had a picture of the 93rd Regiment. I don't know that I ever saw one before. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
It would be nice if he would give us the names of all those people. But maybe he's not on Facebook. I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'll ask him.
Okay, that would be neat. All right, well, thank you, Warren.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.